That he's still out of prison and he didn't go back? Statistically, we're talking less than a 1%. We're talking down in 1/10% that he should have made it.
You know, he went to prison illiterate, abandoned, alone, angry, out of control, and came out of it a thoughtful, literary master of poetry and kind of sophisticated and spiritually grounded intellectual. And that doesn't happen to almost anyone.
Hi, my name is Daniel Glick. I'm the director, producer, and editor of A Place to Stand, a feature-length documentary about the best-selling poet Jimmy Santiago Baca. Jimmy is probably best known for writing and executive producing Blood In, Blood Out, a cult classic film starring Benjamin Bratt, Jesse Borrego, Damian Chapa, and featuring Jimmy himself. Most of Jimmy's writing career has been devoted to writing poetry. He has over 20 books published and has won countless awards, including the Pushcart Prize and the American Book Award. Jimmy's 2001 memoir, A Place to Stand, details his discovery of poetry as he taught himself to read and write while locked up in Arizona State Prison in the 1970s. Poetry became his vehicle of personal transformation, empowered him to step away from prison life, and led him to a freedom that would not have come otherwise. 2 years ago, I read A Place to Stand, and Jimmy's story hit me in a way that no book I've ever read ever has. If he could change his life so dramatically, coming from his background in that prison, then anyone, anywhere could change their lives, just as dramatically. So as soon as I finished the book, I looked Jimmy up on the web, asked him if I could help make the book into a documentary, and he said, okay, come down to New Mexico. So I quit my job, and I drove down there to the desert and started working on the project. My aim with the film is to serve. Jimmy's memoir and poetry have already inspired prisoners to leave gangs, drug addicts to stay clean, and countless others to shift the course of their lives. This film will bring Jimmy's story to the populations who need it the most. Free copies will be given to detention centers, prisons, and schools for at-risk youth, coupled with programming designed to help people find in themselves what Jimmy found through his poetry: a place to stand in life, a sense of self-worth, and a reason to live. Up until now, everyone involved has donated their time and expertise, but to complete production, we need your help. Last year, we ran a successful Kickstarter campaign for $5,000, and thanks to you, we were able to film over 70 hours of interviews. Jimmy's former cellmates.
Jimmy was another Jimmy behind that typewriter.
His sister.
Jimmy was not the type that was going to take orders from anybody or do what they wanted.
Early poet friends.
It's not just poetry that saved him, he saved him. And he somehow wed himself to poetry in the context to allow it to have the power to help him save himself.
Even the DEA agent whose investigation sent Jimmy to prison.
What Jimmy Baca experienced and what I experienced was unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary.
It also allowed us to cut together an 8-minute extended trailer, which you can view below. We are close, very close, but in order to complete production and edit a full rough cut, we need $50,000. We have an award-winning team listed below who will help us achieve these goals. Please join our effort, support the film, and help us to share this incredible story with the world.